Hi Gaurav, this is Abhijit and that's my fiance Ruchiza.
Hi.
I need some advice from you. This is regarding our marriage. We are planning to get married soon in about a year and a half. And it's been 6 months that we've got engaged. Uh, I am the only earning member in my family. So it becomes very difficult for me to figure out my life, the existing life, and my post marriage life. Because uh, the only investment that I have right now is my PF. I don't have much of an investment with me right now, and I'm earning around 40 to 50,000 rupees per month. So I have a bank account. So what do you think is the best thing? Should we have a combined bank account together, or should we wait till we get married, or should we not have a combined bank account? Because right now I do really love her and I trust her completely. But what do you think is the safest thing to do? Is it okay to share everything with her, or can I have my separate bank account and have figured out my own savings? Because I don't want any problems later.
Hi Gaurav, yes, until yesterday we never spoke about things regarding financial matters, regarding monetary expenditures and all. But now, since yesterday, since we spoke about it, I really felt that we should, consult an expert to get an expert advice about, how we should manage our finances, how should we manage our expenditures and the incomes. Like, even I'm earning, even he's earning. I normally do not land up saving much. I spend everything that what I get, what I earn, and I've never thought about it because there was no need to do so. But since now we're getting married and there are added responsibilities, a lot of other responsibilities I'll be having with respect to family, his parents, my family, and a lot of things. I might want to shop more again, after wedding. There are a lot of things, and for such things, if I don't know how am I going to manage these.
Don't have to worry about that. That we'll figure out later. So yes, Gaurav, so you know how difficult it is. Life is really difficult after marriage. So it would be great if you could give me some really good advice so that our marriage life is sorted.
Every time I see these invitation cards and wedding cards and all, a basic question that comes to my mind is that so much of efforts have gone. I mean, look at this. They have kind of talked about the venue, and there is this what time and names of the family members, and even planning this particular card in terms of design and layout and whose name and how to be do it, and font, and people hire people. It's a brilliantly done piece. It's a piece of art. And then I feel that would that couple would have planned or put in equal amount of efforts or more for their finances? If wedding cards, and now we also see joint wedding cards, so apart from boys side doing and girls side doing, youngsters also are looking at card for their friends. It's a combined card. It's a brilliant thing. I really like that idea. In fact, we also get now cards on an email, and they create their website and put in so much efforts, and so much new things are happening. Are we putting in same amount of efforts for our finances? Because marriage is one event. It's the most important transition in our life. But after marriage is what a journey begins. And if for that event, for that transition, there is so much planning gone in, then is there an equal amount of planning gone in before marriage to live that life, and after marriage, so that the married life is as smooth as this card was made or as the marriage functions went? So when it comes to marriage, there's this entire thing about, nowadays boy and girl, they have long courtship, they discuss everything about their life. It's important that they also discuss, or you also discuss, about your finances. This is one aspect which at times is not discussed in detail, and then I have a whole lot of these cases coming where over a period of time there are discords that come up. Now, a couple of things that you want to discuss. One is, please discuss your pay scale. because you eventually go and tell your spouse or your partner or whatever that how much you are earning. So once you are committed, the marriage is decided, what's the harm in disclosing it now? Number one. The second most important thing is, if you have any dependents, as in if you look after your parents, your siblings or anything else, please disclose that upfront. It should not come out as a surprise later on, because that leaves a bad taste. Sometimes even the relationship with those people is little sour with a spouse because he or she feels cheated. Third, if you have taken any loan. So if you have an education loan, or if you have taken a car loan or anything else, then please ensure that you disclose this appropriately. Then let's look at the aspects where after marriage, what all things you should be doing. And these are more of administrative because you would have already discussed before marriage about your finances, about your loans, if there are any dependents, your income. You may want to discuss even your financial goals in terms of what will be those responsibilities and dreams, or you may want to wait for marriage and then happen, because also it should not be too much of numbers. And marriage is something which you are looking for, an important event in life. You're planning to live your life, so you don't want to always put it in numbers and those graphs and spreadsheets, and also don't do that. But if you have not decided beforehand, then after marriage, first thing is decide on financial goals. What are those responsibilities that you have and what are those dreams? And at this stage, it's not your responsibility or my responsibility. It's our responsibility. So it could be wife's brother or it could be husband's mother. But now it's a joint responsibility because y'all are one. So please don't then say common goals, her goal, my goal. No, it's our goals. There should be equal amount of commitment, because if it's not, believe me, there will be disturbances in other walk of life. So that's number one. Number two, administrative work. So please ensure that all the bank's account, there is spouse's name added. So wife, wherever the bank account is, she will add husband's name, and similarly husband will add wife's name. Number one. Number two, all other investments, so demat account, or whatever fixed deposits, so whatever you call it internationally, certificate of deposit or whatever that's called, if possible, if law permits, regulator permits, if financial institution permits, add spouse's name. If that's not possible, then ensure in a will, and I will come to will later on, but in a will this thing is added. So please look at that, adding of names of spouse, so that anything happening now, spouse can do transaction and spouse inherits it. So that's the second part. Third part, and this could be sometimes little touchy, where you had acquired certain assets before marriage, and now at that time of acquiring assets, you had added your father's name or mother's name or brother's name or something. Now you are married and you want to change, you want to add your spouse's name. It could be an emotional issue, I can understand, but go and talk to them. I mean, in all sensible manner, in all fairness, it's a spouse's name that should be added. Don't ever get into a situation where you're saying that, let me just see how this relationship continues, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year later on I'll do it. Which means what you are saying is, if my marriage works, I will add. If it doesn't work, I will not add. Ridiculous. Then why did you get married? Now that you are married, complete transparency and everything to be done together. And another most important thing, more financially dependent you all are on each other, more bonding will be. Invariably, we have couples who are saying we want to be independent, both are financially independent, and that's why more skirmishes happen. More dependent you are on each other, your bonding is great, because then you are kind of looking at that person who's supporting you, who's your partner, who's walking along with you.